Hey guys, good afternoon. On this video I'm gonna show you one of the breakfast options I normally have, okay? Super easy, should take you about 5 minutes, but what's important here is, apart from giving you an idea of something you can have for breakfast, I'm gonna show you how you can weight it, how to get used to weighting your food and tracking your food, so then you can put it into the calorie app. What you're gonna have a number of different ingredients, and depending on what you want to add to it, you can take it out or take it in or change it however you want. That's not important really. And in order to weigh your food, I want you to have one bowl, silver bowl like this, and one set of scales, like kitchen scales, and that's it really. That's pretty much all you need. And I'm gonna be making like a fruit bowl. Now, Lidl started doing these things. It's kind of like a high protein pudding, and it's very nice. They got different flavors, chocolate and strawberry and so on. For now, I'm gonna use chocolate. Okay, so a lot of the one of the main things in diet and when you're trying to cut down your calories is finding things that give you the nutrients that you're looking for and not adding too many calories, or that they make it taste like chocolate. So this really tastes like chocolate. So it's a very good way to stop your cravings, because I love sweet stuff. I love sweet stuff in the morning. So this really helps me feel like as if I was eating chocolate. And you see it there, and it's only like 50 cents. Okay. Then I have, so you can change the toppings to whatever you want. Okay. But we're looking at every meal needs to have some sort of protein and fiber. Okay. Ideally to make it a very good meal. So I'm getting the protein in here from the pudding. If you have protein powder, you can also add it to the yogurt. That also works. And if you don't worry, you can just eat the protein from somewhere else. I have some bananas, okay, which again is going to help with the fibers. I have strawberries. I have some frozen cherries, sorry. And I love it that they're frozen, because it makes it go a little bit colder. It makes it feel like ice cream, and it's easy to store, and they're also cheaper. So I'm using a mixture of frozen fruits and fresh fruits, okay? And also for my toppings, I have coconut, or shredded coconut, yeah. Just add a little bit of flavor and some walnuts. And then I have cinnamon too. Now with the walnuts especially, it's very important that you're weighting your nuts, because they contain a lot of calories. So they contain a lot of nutrients, they're nice and high in fats, but it's easy to put too many, okay, or put too much and go over the count with your nuts, okay? So it is very important that you track it. So what we're gonna do, we have two bowls, the bowl that I'm gonna use to measure, and the bowl that I'm gonna pour my portions in. And I just press the scale, I set it on. So set it on. Okay, and then I just press clear once I put the bowl on top, so it goes on to 0. Then I'm gonna grab the bowl. First thing I do, I want 100 grams. Now with the amounts, don't worry too much about your amounts. Just choose an amount that you want and then put it on the calorie app, and then see how many calories in total that gives you, and then base it on how many calories you want to have on that day. Some days you may want to have a lower calorie breakfast. Some other days you may want to have a higher calorie breakfast based on what else you're going to be eating through the day. So this is actually my first meal of the day, so it's going to have a little bit more calories than normal. So I'm gonna put this into the bowl. Because of the yogurt, I put the plate first. And because I changed the bowl, I'm just gonna press clear, and I'm gonna put 100 into it, okay? So I put 100, that's my portion. And then I press clear on the scales again. I weigh my banana, which is 170 grams. You peel it. And I'm gonna chuck the banana into it. Now, because bananas come in all different sizes, it is useful to get used to weighting it, because you can get little bananas, you can get large bananas, and obviously it's gonna affect your calories at the end when you go to add it up. So it takes 2 seconds, just put it on the scales, weight it up, because the more accurate you try to go with it, the better it works out at the end. And you want to get familiar with weighting your food. You want to start creating that habit that takes 2 seconds really. Then I'm gonna chop some strawberries. I'm gonna weigh them first. Again, I clear the bowl, and just for the sake of picking a number, I'm gonna choose 100 again. Okay, so I got 100 strawberries, which is roughly 5 strawberries. I have my little chopping board here. I'm just gonna chop it off. Normally eat the green, the whole thing, but so people don't think I'm a freak, I'm taking the green out. But normally just eat the whole strawberry with greens and everything. Okay, put the strawberry in. Okay, so now I got some strawberry in the bowl. Now I'm gonna add the cherries. And again, I'm gonna put the cherries through the silver bowl that I'm using for weighing. And I'm just gonna eat 30 grams. Actually 40 grams because I went over a little bit. It doesn't really matter. Just choose numbers that you can stick to it, and then you can adjust it tomorrow, the next day, the next time you do it. For now, I got 40 grams of cherries. I'm gonna throw the cherries in there. Okay, we got the cherries. Just never wash my hands. Full of cherries. Okay, and now I'm going to add the protein on the top. Okay, so this is a 200 grams container, and it has 20 grams of protein if you eat the whole container, but I'm not gonna eat the whole, I'm only gonna eat half. Okay, so you have to eye it a little, and then I'm gonna sprinkle that onto the top. Okay, and this pudding is amazing. It actually tastes like chocolate pudding. I just discovered it a few days ago, and it's awesome. Okay, you put it on. Okay, now I'm going to weigh my walnuts, and depending on your fat allowance, you can put more or less, but I'm going for 20 grams. The walnuts, 12. Okay, 20, and I'm just gonna crush them in my hands and put them in the top. Spread them around the bowl. Okay, and I have the coconut. Now the coconut's so light that there's not even much point on weighing it, because I'm only using so little just for the sake of decoration. But I'm just gonna sprinkle on the top. Just a few flakes. Okay, and I'm gonna top it up with a little bit of cinnamon. Cool, and that's it. It's a very good breakfast because you have your protein, you have your fiber coming in from the fruits, you got a lot of macronutrients coming in from the fruits as well. I love eating fresh fruit in the mornings because it makes me feel really healthy, and it also helps you create a habit. Okay, it takes 2 seconds. You don't have to cook anything, and again. We weighted everything, and now what I'm gonna do after, I'm gonna put the amounts that I had onto the calorie apps, and that's gonna tell you how many calories you have. Okay, and that's it. I'm gonna show you, and that's how you make it. If you make it and you want to send me some pictures and you want to share it with me or show me how you did it, or maybe you find some nice toppings, go ahead. If you have any questions about nutrition or anything related to food and training, shoot me a message, and I'm more than happy to help you.